Team Kelvin. Welcome back to another episode of Car Talk. So we are excited to be back. Last week we didn't have an episode of Car Talks because we were out of town, and so we decided to vlog our Universal trip, which you guys should go back and watch that video to see how Universal is during this pandemic. But anyway, let's get started.
Oh, this is a lengthy one. Can you think of any technology that has made the world worse? And then how about a piece of technology that has only made the world better? So something that's made the world worse and better.
I think we can both agree that cell phones have made the world worse.
Worse? I would argue that it's both.
You would argue that it's both? Like, okay, yes, as far as like being able to talk to people, being able to talk to people, on demand while you're out is something good. Was something good that was invented. But then you have to look at the bad things. I think they outweigh the good, honestly. Because we were living life great until they decided we needed to have cell phones. Because my whole thing is like, as far as texting and driving is concerned, and people not having like being at a table and everybody's on their phone and not having, quality conversations. Like I think cell phones were like.
Yeah, I mean, because it's like back in the day, you had to call house phones or whatever, or like if you sent emails, you had to access a computer, and so it's like it kind of just what the world was, we didn't really think of like,
we needed
right. I guess
some people thought it was like I wish I had.
It was like a faster way to do this.
Yeah.
I need to check my emails, but I can't do it until I get to a computer.
Yeah.
It's like phones give you access to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think from a I think from a business standpoint, it's made it a lot more efficient. But from a social standpoint, I think it's kind of made it worse because, back in the day, it's like you would call. You were basically forced to talk to people. Now you have these kind of like
text messages.
Yeah, they're kind of like these like I don't know, like these like they're like masked conversations because they're through text message. So it's like it's very hard to really express through text message maybe like a full range of emotions. Like you can have emojis and stuff, but like you know how it goes. Like sometimes you may put an LOL on something and like you don't really laugh out loud.
You're just like,
you might chuckle to yourself or whatever.
LOL.
Yeah, it's like but it's not like, it's a complete, it could be differences like that. So socially, I think like cell phones have kind of put a hurt on how we interact socially.
Yeah.
And then you can even look at the fact like social media is kind of like at the middle of like the whole clout chasing thing, because it's like people like there's plenty of people who do stuff legitimately and like it's like I've graduated, I have my doctors, whatever, and it's like I'm just proud of these accomplishments. And there are people who definitely do stuff and they get caught for like faking stuff just for the clout. And it's like, because if you get so many followers and so many likes or whatever, it's like you can get media attention, you can get money in certain ways, or maybe it's sponsorships or whatever. So it's like it has encouraged a lot of phoniness too.
Well, would that be cell phone? I mean, I know that's mainly where
it's the main instrument that people
that gets on their social media. But what if there wasn't cell phones and we have laptops and iPads and stuff? I think we would still be able to.
But it wouldn't be quite the same, because now you still wouldn't be able to document.
But
stuff,
you still wouldn't be like at a restaurant on your laptop.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't be like what's it? Who got they put him on blast, Bow Wow. Remember like when he put up like catching my private jet, and then somebody took a picture of him on like a regular commercial flight.
Yeah.
You can't do that if you don't really have a cell phone, because it's like you don't have it on hand ready. Even if you have a camera, well, you got to upload it to a computer or laptop or something. So it's like, it makes like all the like the in the now type moments a lot harder to capture. Because like, yeah, you can be on your little boat party cruise and be living it up, and then you can stream it live to people. You know what I'm saying? Compared
or
to
like, as far as like, I think, okay, this is my thing. I'm with you. I do think that cell phones are both good, have been both good and bad. Because when you think about police brutality and how people are so easily able to just take out their phone, like from their hand, from their pockets, and record what's going on in the world, good or bad and stuff. So like, I do think that's a good thing. That's a good quality of like a cell phone.
Well, that's true, because isn't that what they say? Well, I mean, like anybody who like it's not even just black people, but anybody who's had like kind of negative encounters like with law enforcement, like they know like documentation can mean the difference between like like a innocent or guilty verdict, because it's like, it is a lot of he said, she said. And, if you don't necessarily have the kind of clean record, you might not be able to stand up for yourself, because they're just looking at you like, well, you have previous history. So it's like, so yeah, being able to document stuff on demand has been really helpful, because that's what they say. Like, it's like people aren't like, it's not more racist now. It's just that you can document much more of it now.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So that, I mean, I think, yeah, like you said, cell phones could be good or bad, so they can answer both of these questions, cell phones alone.
But if I had to think of something that made the world better, like a single piece of technology to make the world better, I might have to go for something that is like a relatively harmless piece of technology, which is like hybrid cars or electric cars, because like there's not really any drawback to having like a electric or a hybrid vehicle, you know what I mean? So something that like almost completely positively impacts the world in a better place will be something that like is less harmful to the environment. So I would say maybe that's a piece of technology that's made the world better, maybe.
Yes.
But there's still a lot of people, that don't have.
So, I mean, shoot. So it's like, I mean, I've driven hybrid cars before, so it's like, I mean, they're cool and all. I just find it weird, like when it cuts off when you're not driving, like when you stop at a light and it just cuts off. It's just like, at first when I didn't know about a hybrid car, the car had shut off, and I was like, oh my God, what the heck is wrong with this car? Like, and it kept doing it. It kept shutting off. And every time I kept pressing gas, it turned back. I'm like, oh my God, there's something wrong. And then like, nah, it's a hybrid car.
Yeah.
That's what they did.
Yeah, it's a little alarming at first when you first drive.
I was so scared. I was like, what the heck is wrong with this car? It's off. I was like, it's off. Like, I was like, it's off. Like, it's really off. Like, you can't, like, it's really off. And it really curls back on when you press the gas.
Yeah.
I hear I swear I was so scared, I thought something was wrong with the car. Another technology, I would have to say, I think that laptops were good.
Laptops.
From the regular desk.
From a desk? Well, yeah, because
it's portable. So like,
yeah.
if you need to like, do your work, like let's just say you can't get home, you're in school, or you're like, you have to do something for work, like you just pull out your laptop and you can do it right there. I think laptops were a good invention as well.
Yeah, I could go with that too, laptops, because for everything you said, it's it takes everything about a desktop and makes it portable. So that's super useful. So thank you guys for tuning in to this episode of Car Talks. And also, we want to thank everyone who has subscribed so far. We had a goal of getting to 50 by the start of September. That's the month we're in, right? Yeah, September. We didn't quite get there, but we are still thankful for every single subscriber we do have. And we hope that it continues to grow. Obviously, we still have a lot to learn and a lot to do with this channel. And we're excited for you guys to be able to see us grow and see the channel grow along as we go. Once again, we just want to thank you for tuning in, and like this video, share this video, and comment below if there's any piece of technology you think has been the worst for the world, or something that you think has been a really super awesome benefit. And we'll talk to you next time. So yeah.
Bye.